What is up? Welcome to Post Concert High, the podcast where the show doesn't end. Follow along as we chat about all things concerts, bands, and venues in the CLE. Do you have your ticket ready? Because the show is about to begin.
Good afternoon.
Are you afraid to start the show?
Yeah, kind of.
You don't
Like,
wanna
what
do-
am I gonna? I need to just switch it up every day. I'm gonna start Googling what I can say instead of hello.
You should just say hello in a different language every single time.
I only know hello and hola. Oh, what is this?
I don't know.
It's the Hawaiian thing.
Isn't that hang loose?
Yeah, but there's a word for it. Aloha means hello and goodbye.
Aloha.
Aloha. So we're gonna go with that today.
Coming to you from not hot Cleveland, Ohio.
It is a beautiful day today, though.
It is very nice.
It is like 70 degrees and sunny.
And it was not
It was not
all week.
No, and it was gross last week.
Yeah.
It was like rainy and I hated it. I hated it for my dogs. They got all muddy.
Like, I haven't even bought plants
No?
for like the front porch or anything. Like, I bought a fern, but I'm like, I feel like it's been so cold. I don't want to buy one and then it
yeah.
like die in the middle of the night because it's been getting so cold.
Oh my God, I know.
Like-
Hopefully soon it'll just be regularly like 70s.
Right. Like, do you still have your heat on?
No,
No?
I turned it off.
We still have our heat on.
I also live on the second floor, so heat
Get
rises.
radiating.
So I get like I'm sure there's a lot of heat coming from the restaurant.
Yeah.
So I just I've turned it off. So I'm hoping my bill is not as high.
That's nice.
Yeah. That started 2 days ago.
You
I
just
just-
turned it off 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like But I had the air. I did turn the air on like once or twice
Really?
because it like gets hot in there. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's so hard to explain. And then like I turn it on and then it gets to like the normal amount and then I turn it off again. I don't know. I don't think I know how to use my air conditioning and heater. It's probably fine.
It's okay.
Whatever works.
What-
Anyway,
yeah.
it's off now and I'm
It's-
planning on keeping it off for a while.
Yeah. Mine's still on, but I have it turned down so it won't run.
Actually, you know what? I did have that for a while.
Yeah?
At night, I had it set to 66.
Yeah, because you don't want it to like
Get lower
wake
than
up
that.
and be like 60 degrees.
Yeah. So, that's it. Anyway, today's episode is about millennial concert essentials
Mm-hmm.
and a brief rundown of what a millennial is,
Yeah, in case you don't know.
in case you don't know.
Because I didn't know some of these and I am a millennial. So
Yeah, same.
But-
Also, we get blamed for everything, so we're
We're-
gonna clear some things up.
we're just the scapegoats.
Literally everything. Anyway, so what is a millennial? Millennials are individuals born between 1981 and 1996, which is the ages of, which I just found out, 29 to 44, was it?
44.
29 to 44.
So we're technically Gen Y.
Gen Y, yes. So we're considered millennials because of the 2000 turnover. Like, we were the ones who went into the 2000s. Like, we were young and like, what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like we went through the time where we thought the world was gonna end.
yeah, like everybody told us to turn our computers off on
Literally, yes.
in 1999 before it turned 2000 because all the computers were going to fry themselves.
That was so weird.
So weird. And then, yeah.
Like, who's
Yeah.
like, this seems pretty accurate. I want to know how
Right?
they would fry them.
Like, what's going to happen? The worst thing is the clock's going to freak out and it's going to be like, I don't know what day it is. Not fry the whole, I don't know.
That was such a weird time.
The 90s.
Yeah.
The rest of it was really good.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. We grew up during a time period of rapid technological advances, making them digital natives. Now, do you feel comfortable on computers and cell phones and such.
I do.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not like a hacker or anything, but
I can hook you
I-
up. Anyway,
I
just kidding. I
do.
don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, do you feel pretty tech savvy?
Generally speaking, but now there's a difference between like wanting to be and like being decent at it. Because
So
like
which
I
are
just
you-
avoid all technology because I
Yep.
just sit at home and color. But like if I have to, I would know what I'm doing.
So question,
Yeah.
would you color on an iPad?
I don't know. I don't have an iPad.
There's one sitting right in front of you.
That is an iPad.
That is an iPad. We should test that out once we have video. Video of Kelsey
Video of
trying to draw on an
color. I'm
iPad.
like, this is not the same.
I mean, if you wanted to bring your coloring book and crayons during a podcast, you
True.
could just
Just like,
color.
are you ready, Kelsey? Yeah, hold on. I'm coloring this picture of this Disney character. Give me a second. This is very important, okay?
So, coloring, is that your way of avoiding technology?
It might just be a way of avoiding life. I don't know. This is it like
It's supposed to be
calms me.
calming.
Yeah, it like I
Yeah.
don't think about anything besides coloring.
Yeah.
I don't think about anything going on in the world or anything like any problems. Like I just like what color am I gonna do next?
Do you prefer crayons or colored pencils?
Now, I was thinking about switching them because I've broken so many.
Do you get angry while you're coloring? You said you don't think about anything. Are you sure?
Just pressing too hard? Maybe I'm angry. I don't know. But like, yeah, I feel like I might switch. I have some colored pencils that I'd be willing to try, but I just like the way crayon looks.
Mm-hmm.
But
The Prisma colored pencils are really, really nice. They're just really expensive. But they blend really nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll check that out. I've probably spent so much money on crayons.
Well,
My friend was nice and got me some, so that helped.
Yeah.
But like then I
We
just
need to start a GoFund. Your crayon budget.
I think I need a new coloring book now because I've like
Okay.
I don't know. So that's gonna be my next thing.
I'm serious. We're getting one of those frames to put behind you. You can display your artwork.
I have so many pictures. Probably enough to fill up like a whole maybe one or two coloring books.
Do you hang the pictures on your fridge?
I have my niece's pictures hanging on my fridge. I figured
Not
that's
yours.
but not mine. They're much prettier with
Maybe
the
you should
scribbles.
swap. When she gives you one, you give one of yours to
That's a
her.
good idea. I don't know if she'd probably be like,
Yeah.
well, this is cool.
Throw it on the ground.
Yep. Unless it's like bluey or something. Then she might keep it.
Yeah.
Anyway. So what are some of the characteristics of millennials?
You said tech savvy already.
Yeah.
Comfortable with technology, adapting to new innovations. I feel like we are pretty adaptable.
Yes.
Like in general, like whether
Probably 'cause
you're
we had to be.
yeah, whether you're like a fast learner or not, I feel
Yeah.
like we adapt pretty well because there was so much that happened in a short
Yes.
time period in our life.
Yeah.
The amount of change that happened.
There was a lot of change.
Right.
Like so much.
Right.
And a lot of big almost like traumatic events happened
There
throughout our
was.
time periods. Like
yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of crazy, but
It was a lot.
mm-hmm.
A lot.
And then it also says that they tend to delay life milestones like marriage and home ownership.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see that
Totally.
too. Not for all of them, but majority of them.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of them are just, we're going to do what
Whatever.
we want
Yeah. Because it's
first. before-
prioritizing other things over
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Which I get. I mean, while you're young, you might as well
Mm-hmm.
go do things. Also, I would rather have dogs than children.
Yeah.
Like, my mom would always be like, "When are we having kids?" I'm like, I have 2 dogs, so you have them.
There you go.
You have grandchildren. Now she has a grandchild, so she's
There you
okay now.
go.
But yeah, so anyway, apparently we are a significant influence on the workplace. Do you feel like you are
Absolutely.
paid enough to be
No.
a significant influence at work?
No. 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 It's
Agreed. Yeah.
oh my gosh, what is that guy on Instagram? I forget his name, but he does those videos where it's him, but he pretends to be a boomer, he pretends to be a Gen Xer,
Yes.
and then a
The
millennial,
guy with the
and then a Gen
glasses,
Zer.
like the
Yes.
yeah.
And he puts like a pillow in his shirt to be a boomer.
Oh, it's so great.
And it's like, you know that boomer's getting paid like double the amount of you, but they
But
can't
they're like,
convert a
yeah.
file to a PDF.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate. Oh my gosh. It's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are also considered to be the most racially and ethnically diverse adult generation right now.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
how do you
How do
how do you
you
figure that out? Ethnically, I mean, I guess we learned a lot of that in school though. I feel like.
Yeah.
And
I feel like compared to like Gen Z though, I don't know. I feel like as millennials, we're more accepting to
Yeah.
like everyone.
right.
So,
Probably because a lot of us weren't accepted.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Very interesting. I did find this funny. Millennials are particularly okay, start over. Millennials particularly I hate my life right now. I'm just gonna go walk in front of the road. Okay, particularly millennials, particularly millennials, mostly those who started their careers after the Great Recession of 2008.
I'm buying you a shirt that
Oh my
says
God.
particularly.
Oh my God.
Ask me to pronounce.
Ask me to say this word because I can't say it. Oh my God.
goodness. Savannah, if you're listening, ask her.
No, don't. It's bad, apparently.
I'm going to ask her in the drive-thru the next time.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, after the Great Recession of 2008, millennials who started their careers after that faced financial constraints and student loan debt.
Which I
I
feel like
literally
that's
laughed out loud when I read this. I'm like, this is very accurate.
right. And that's pretty much all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Started our career after 2008.
Yep.
So
So that's cool. We got that going.
for those of us who even have a career,
Right.
you know.
I also feel like millennials are like, I feel like a lot of us were like forced to go to college and like do all these things and get like a degree, and then like we're probably still making like less than so many other people.
Right. That's probably why so many of us push off things like getting married, having kids, because
Yeah.
we were all just led to, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do
Yeah.
this. And we didn't really question anything. We're like, okay, we're just going to do what we're told. So this is what we're being
Right.
told to do. We're just going to do it. And it's like, okay, maybe this wasn't the best thing for everybody.
Right. Especially knowing like how expensive college is, and then you have all those debt, like the debt from the
Right.
loans you get. It's like, is it worth it?
Right. Like, and there's certain careers that you absolutely
need
have
it,
to
but, like-
go, but like not everybody
Right.
needs that, or not everybody's ready to choose what they want to do for the rest of their life.
And I honestly think that like it's hard to like choose what you want to do and like to go directly right out of college. I think some kids get that, and then
Mm-hmm.
I know for me, like it took me a while to be like, I'm gonna commit to getting this degree. Like,
Right. Right.
like I don't know, I was a dumb kid still, so
right.
I feel like that's. I mean, you're still young at that point, but it's a learning experience, I guess.
Yeah. And there's some kids that have like known since they were little, like, hey, when I grow up, I want to be this, and they stick with it. And
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Did you have a certain career that you wanted to do when you were younger?
I wanted to be a vet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But, you know, a big part of being a vet is
Yep.
euthanizing.
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't know if I could
Yeah.
handle
Mm-hmm.
doing that over and over. I'm sure sometimes it's multiple times a day. That would just,
Yeah. You almost have
it
to be
would
like
wear
numb
me
to
out.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's yeah.
But granted, I mean, sometimes the euthanasia is in the pet's best
Oh,
interest.
100%, yes.
So it's like, you know, they're at peace
Yeah.
and they need
You're
it.
you're doing the right thing.
So there is some comfort in that, but
Still hard.
yeah,
It's still life, you know.
that's what I wanted to be for the longest time.
Interesting.
Did you have something?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was it?
An ASPCA officer.
Really?
Yes.
I could
I still
totally
keep-
see you doing it.
I still keep coming back to that every now and then. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you have to get a degree for
No.
that? No? You can just like show up at the
Mhm.
door and be like, I wanna,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, there's probably some like
training.
training
Like
things
legal
or like
training.
yeah, or like some certificate or something you
Yeah.
have to get, but like yeah, you pretty much just rescue animals all day. I'm like, the idea of that sounds great.
Maybe I'll go to vet school and we can just work
We should just
together.
do it. Yeah. Start our own thing. Great. Love it.
Then we
But
can have
then
a podcast about
right,
that.
We're gonna have like 8 podcasts by the end of this.
Uh,
Yeah, but like same thing with you, like the part of like you know that there's gonna be good ones and then you know that there's gonna be some really
Yeah.
bad ones. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like that, do I wanna like do that every day? Like
right.
I know it would be good because you're saving those animals that are still able to be saved,
Right.
but then you're still seeing all the not good stuff.
Right.
So I'm like,
There's 2 horse rescues that I follow on Instagram.
Hmm.
One's All Seated in a Barn and the other one's Sweet Mercy Rescue. And they go to a horse auction. It's the first weekend of every single month.
interesting.
And it's like, it's so hard to watch some of them. Some of them are great. Like they've rescued animals. And then like she posted one earlier that like it turned into a show pony for a little girl.
Oh wow.
Who has a great life now, but like multiple ones that they've had to get and like immediately put down because they were just in awful condition. But like they don't want them shipping to Mexico
No.
in that sort of condition.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
But yeah, so like I've seen what they've gone through having
Right.
to do that, and it's like I don't know how they're just completely not worn out from doing it.
Yeah.
But I guess the ones that they do save are probably keeping them going.
That's just like same thing with like firefighters and EMTs. Like
Yeah.
that's a lot too. Like I've thought
Right.
about it and then I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
Right.
Like that would be mentally a lot, you know?
yeah.
So like I don't know. I feel like I respect those people that do those jobs that see all that stuff.
Yeah. It's hard.
But I don't know. So anyway, that was a rundown of what we wanted to do as kids, and yet I still keep coming back to it. I don't know. Who
You've
knows?
got plenty of time.
I know. You can start over at age 35 or at age 40.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Life is not a race.
I can really see you doing that though.
Yeah. I also would love to like work in like a rescue, but like you don't make money doing that,
Right.
and I need something. Like I can't survive on, something that's
You could always try to run a nonprofit.
true. I feel like I live in a good area for that.
Yeah.
Like I could get land or something.
Yeah.
This episode is planning our futures. And then you can open up a vet place right next door,
There you
and then
go.
I'll
We'll
just save all the animals.
Yeah.
They did close down something happened with Giaga's like dog warden or something. I
Really?
don't know. Like they were talking about like closing it down or something.
Oh,
Like, why would
no.
you do that?
Shouldn't it be funded by the county?
I have no clue. I just it kept going around on like Facebook and stuff. I didn't actually read into it because I was like, my dogs they don't go off leash, but like
But still.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, anything could happen though.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like they need to have that.
Exactly.
That doesn't seem safe, but
So we'll see.
yeah.
So some of the top characteristics of millennials. You wanna go through some of these?
Well, it was already mentioned before. Millennials are influential in the workplace.
True.
I feel like we do a lot in the workplace.
Too much.
Not everything,
sometimes.
but it's, yeah.
Sometimes we do multiple jobs for,
Single job pay.
for single job pay. Correct. There it is. There it is.
They're confident with technology. I feel like we pretty much are.
Yeah, agreed.
Cautious about their personal data.
I feel like I could be more cautious.
I
As we tell everyone who listens to this, I am cautious of mine, but I feel like I could probably be a little better.
Yeah, I could be too. And there's companies out there too that you can like Delete Me is one where you can pay them and they like search the web over and over and over.
Actually, I do that.
You do that?
I do
do that.
I do. I paid for Experian, which is the for your credit score.
Oh, yeah.
So every month, it's not that it was like $20 a month.
Okay. They scan
the whole internet
and get rid of stuff.
And they like will tell you if you were noticed on anything or if
That's cool.
Yeah. So I guess I do that.
You do that.
So don't steal my stuff because I will find you.
Experian will find
Experian will find you.
We're avid savers, which I feel like
hit or miss. I feel like that's
most of us are pretty frugal, but the actual act of saving money is a challenge sometimes. Well, it's just hard.
Life.
Anyway.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
Everything's so expensive. Aw.
And we spend it on traveling because we love to travel. What?
No, I just saw a text message from.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, oh, it's good.
Oh. Yes.
It's funny. Anyway, just responding to your text messages.
Apple.
It's fine.
You could. I have messages right on my.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I could just know all your information. It's fine. See, we're talking about being.
You could just go on my computer and see everything that's on my phone.
Oh. Tell him that I say that the dog is fine.
Did it pop up again?
Yeah. Everything's good here, Sean. Don't worry. Now, I will say the next one, they love to travel. I know I like to travel.
I like to travel too, but I just like once I've gotten there.
Yeah,
like I don't
like the actual traveling part.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
Like Pennsylvania is pretty nice, but it gets like
boring.
It gets a little too much just going back and forth and back and forth.
Right.
Indiana was awful. I mean, Indiana is beautiful, but it's flat and like 90 is straight. And it's like, okay.
Yep. That's how like
Can we get like a slight curve in the road?
Nope. Like Kansas and Missouri is just straight like cornfields and like those air things, the windmill things. That's literally all it is. Straight shot.
I did that to going to Chicago once. I just counted those water things that were in the fields. There was 148 from here to Chicago.
I love that you still remember that.
I don't know if that number is accurate now, but yeah. It was
they probably added more.
Probably. The things you do to try to pass the time.
Right? And I will say, we were talking about this earlier. It's definitely a Midwest thing that we just want to drive. We think that you can't fly. You just drive everywhere.
Right.
Why?
Do you follow that Josh from England on Instagram?
I don't think so.
So he's a guy from England, but he comes to America. He's like obsessed with America.
Interesting.
And that was one of the things that he, like, because England's so small.
Yeah, you can just,
They don't get that, like, you could be in Texas and drive for 5 hours and still be in Texas.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Yep. But he talked about that one time and I was like, yeah, that's just like normal for us.
Mm-hmm.
But that's weird that like other places it's not.
No.
That wouldn't be normal. Like an hour commute to work.
Yeah.
People in other countries don't
Yeah.
really have an hour commute to work.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. So like it's just like a Midwest thing where we just drive no matter how far it is. It could be hours, like 8 hours, 10 hours,
Right.
24 hours. I mean, we drive to Disney World every 4 years, so yeah. That's
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, so that's just a thing. I've kind of gotten more onto the flying, maybe not right now, but just in general,
I've never flown, and I definitely am not planning on doing it right now.
anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll wait until they figure out what's going on with these planes right now. I'm good.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
Millennials are nostalgic. That is 100% accurate.
Yes.
We like our childhood memories. Like,
yes.
Like the good stuff, you know?
Right.
The things that remind us of being young and not having
Not having yeah.
responsibilities.
Responsibilities.
Did you ever see that Rugrats episode where he's like, I don't want to be an adult anymore. I don't want to have I forgot how to say responsibility. I don't know.
I probably did. It's been a long time since I've seen Rugrats.
They like become like adults and like
really?
Yeah, they have an adult episode or like I don't know if it's a movie. I don't know. But they become adults and like Chucky's like, I don't want to be an adult anymore. It's like, yeah, this seems right.
We had all the signs. I mean, even in songs telling us.
Right.
And we were all just like, I can't wait until be grown up. And then here we are.
Like everything's like shit. Oh my God, that's so funny. Did you also know, if you did watch Rugrats, as we're in the nostalgia area, his parents were like our age.
They looked like they were
50?
Like, yeah. I was going to say late 40s, but 50 is more accurate.
Nope, they were our age. They were early 30s. Mid 30s.
I feel like that pops up a lot on social media, though, of like people playing characters being a certain age, and they look like they're like 10, 15 years older than what they are.
Yep.
But we're supposed to be the best looking. Did you know that? I saw that.
I did see that. I did
feel like
see that.
It's pretty accurate.
That's because they scared us with like the drugs and the smoking when we were younger.
And we had Dare and
which is not a thing anymore.
My mom just threatened to break both my arms and my legs if she ever caught me smoking.
Yep.
So that was enough.
Makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. Generally speaking.
I feel like we're pretty good at like taking care of ourselves too.
Generally speaking, which they do say millennials aim to be more healthy. Yeah. Aiming is a good word to say. Yeah. Like we try.
Have the desire to, but some of us lack the actual doing of it part.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You feel like we're competitive? It says millennials are competitive.
Sometimes. It depends on what it is.
It's got to be like worth it for me.
Yes. It has to be like a certain thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I get competitive in any finals. Like if Cleveland is in the finals of anything, like then I am like, we have to do this. Yeah. Do I watch any games before that? No. No. Yeah. But like if the Cavs end up making it to the finals, I will be all about that. Then I'll be like, let's kick some butt. I don't even like basketball.
Do you feel like that's just because of a thing being from Cleveland?
Yes.
And we've like suffered from not having
anything
as far as sports go?
I also really want to just like win finals without LeBron James. You know?
Right.
Like just prove that we don't need a huge person to like win.
Not that we don't accept him as one.
We love LeBron. We love LeBron. He's a good guy. Like I feel like he has, a lot of good things. He has a school in Cleveland. Like that's great. We love LeBron. But just like the pride part of it, like we don't need to have someone
just because of him.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Like yeah.
Yes.
100% agree with that.
So I will be competitive if we get to that point.
Yeah. The Monsters did pretty good this year too. They made it to the playoffs.
Yes.
They ended up losing, but
playoffs is always good.
That
The Guardians are also doing well.
yeah.
They are over a 500 record, which is good.
Whoa.
I looked it up before I came.
I was gonna say, do you just know
Well,
Guardian stats?
actually, that would be pretty funny. That would be pretty accurate because my dad would like. He knows he
Yeah.
would know everything about baseball growing up. So like when I was younger, I would be like 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old, and like he would quiz me on like the '95 Indians because they were like going to the playoffs. Like I knew everyone, like Albert Bell, Sandy Alomar. I knew like all Kenny Lofton,
Mm,
Omar Vizquel. Like those were the solid. Like
yeah.
that was a good team.
Yeah.
Just like 2016 was a good team.
Yeah.
That like when they went too.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, my dad would know all the stats and stuff, but I don't know. That's the one I would watch baseball regularly, but
Baseball's good.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a game that I'm like, this is not bad.
Yeah.
Basketball, nah.
Mm,
I'll watch it in the finals.
yeah.
Football, I will watch it on TV if it's on.
Yeah.
I will go to a game if it is not wintertime and under 40 degrees.
I've never been to a Browns game.
No?
No, I've been at the Browns Stadium, and it was for when Menor went to
Yes. We were
the
definitely there
finals.
together.
Probably.
I was just with the band and
Were you there when we lost the state championship? It was down in Akron.
Yes.
At the Hall of Fame. Were you there?
And it was like rain, sleet, snow.
It was so cold.
We lost by 1 point. Is that the one you're talking about?
We lost.
We went
in the
twice.
second overtime.
Yes. Yep.
And it was just like, oh my goodness.
Literally the worst night of my life.
It was so awful because I mean it was an hour drive to get there. It was freezing.
Yep. And then we had to I had to sit on a bus with like 50 kids after, and we were all soaking wet, and like it smelled so bad on that bus. Yep.
I remember
Agreed.
the newspaper headline the next day. And it was just one of the kids kneeling on the field, like just you could see that
Yes,
they like
I remember
felt
that.
totally defeated, and it was just like, but you know what, they played
That's
so
crazy.
good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they really
it was-
wanted it, but they can't really sorry, Menor, but you can't really complete anything when it comes to football.
Yeah,
Like, they always get there.
yeah, they can't finish it.
Nope. But yeah. Good times. I've been to a couple Browns games. I only tailgated once
Yeah,
for a Browns game. It was like 9 a.m. and I had like 4 or 5 White Claws already, and I was like,
whoa.
do I have a problem? This feels very wrong. This does not feel normal to me.
You know what? I was thinking about that when they were talking about moving the stadium to Brook Park
Mm-hmm.
because everybody tailgates in the Muni lot. Like,
Yes.
what are they going to do for tailgating?
I don't know.
But now I've seen new stuff about them redoing
The current place.
the current stadium.
I know they've been fighting to not have them move, but like
Yeah.
it's a good stadium. I don't see why they can't stay there, but
I don't know. Well, I
It
think
would
they
be
want a
nice.
dome, don't they?
Yeah.
So they can
that would be nice.
host other stuff.
But then there are like the true Clevelanders that are like, that's for the weak. I'm like, it's miserable when it's like
Right.
0 degrees out and you're just,
Right.
I don't know. What do I know? This is someone who's gone to like 3 football games, like 3 professional football games. But yeah. Anyway,
But millennials love podcasts.
well, look at us. We are part of it for sure.
I like some of them.
Oh, how about this next one? They're interested in fashion and luxury. This is not
Mm,
me. I will say this 100% does not.
I feel like you either are or you don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like you're either all about like Louis Vuitton and Prada and staying up
Yes.
to date.
Agreed.
Because there was plenty of girls in high school that
Correct.
had Louis Vuittons.
They were
and
very much about like going to like Abercrombie and like that
Having-
stuff.
coaches, and
Yeah. I could never see myself spending that much money on a purse.
I have a couple of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could not do it.
Would I spend money on them now? No, I like my
Yeah.
Wolfpack bag,
Yeah.
which is like a mini book pack.
I love it.
But you know what? I'm just at that age where I don't care if I have a
Yeah.
purse anymore. I have a bag on my
Right.
back that
You have
has
everything you
all my
need.
stuff in it.
Mhm.
So it is
Yeah.
cheetah print, so
There you
it's
go.
kind of fashionable.
Right. Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think as you just get older, like you just start to just not give a crap about
Right.
anyone thinking whatever.
I think we would rather be more comfy than
Ding, ding, ding.
care what
Agreed.
anybody looks like.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yes. Next one is millennials are foodies.
Yes.
100. I have a problem.
In many fashions of
Yes.
foodie, because there's people who just like to eat, and
Okay.
then there's
me.
people that like to cook,
That
and
is
then
not
there's
me.
weirdos like me that started making sourdough.
Which is very common, I feel like, right now.
I feel like
For
that's
the
just
times.
what women are doing nowadays is
That's just-
making sourdough.
Yeah.
It's the adult form of a Tamagotchi, is keeping our sourdough starter alive.
There you go. Yep. Yep.
I had 3 and they all died. One of them I smashed too on accident.
No. Sad day.
It was a very sad day. It was my favorite Tamagotchi too.
I love those things.
Did you have a Tamagotchi?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what happened
And I
with
still
it.
have mine. It's probably with my Furbies. If I find them,
Mm.
I will mail them to you.
I'll take everything but the Furbies.
You're just gonna like
No.
walk out to your car one day. There's
They're
gonna be
just
a
gonna
Furby sitting.
Like, looks like I'm walking home. Could you imagine just like putting one on my car and then I like set it on the side and then I get home and there's one in like my back seat? I would be pissed. I would literally be like, well, looks like I'm flying south. Never coming back here. Oh God. Those things are
I
the
could
worst.
think of some things, but I would not do that to you.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Good times, good times.
don't prank Kelsey with Furbies if you ever meet her.
No,
I feel like those
Those
traumatized
things.
everybody though.
yeah, because
like-
they would like laugh at 1 a.m. to nothing, and they're like motion censored. So you're like,
Right.
is in my room.
Or they'd keep talking when the batteries aren't even in it.
Oh my God, right? Or like the batteries are dying, so then they sound demonic. Good times.
I had 3 of them.
I think I had one, and then I was like, well, this is
Mm.
the only one I'm ever gonna have, and I'm getting rid of it when I can.
I think I had 2 regular ones and then one of the baby ones, which was just a little bit smaller.
They have baby ones?
Yeah, it was just a little bit smaller.
No thanks. I'm good.
They still make them. Anyways,
No.
how'd we go from food to Furbies?
That is a great question. The next one is about social media, though. They use it for networking if you're not me.
Yeah, I mean, for networking, only if you're like on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But
It's so crazy how, like, I don't know if this is the same for you, but like, I literally went from sharing everything to like one day never sharing anything.
Yeah, I really don't like. I only share like major
Yeah.
life things, really.
Do you remember when we were younger how we would literally take photos with digital cameras, have to take them to CVS or wherever you get them developed? Could you imagine the people who are like packaging are like who packaged are
Yeah. Yeah,
like what the hell?
I still have rolls of film that aren't developed.
You should
That I need to get developed, but I have
Yes.
no idea what's on them, and I'm like, okay, are there going to be things on here that I'm going to get like arrested for if I try to get the film developed?
please get them developed. I used to know how to do it myself,
Yeah.
but I took a class in college when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I took a
Cool.
photography class. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like we were in a dark room and we developed our own things and it's kind of cool. But you should get those developed. I'm very interested.
There's a lot of them.
How many?
A lot. At least 10 rolls.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I have some
so
film that like I
funny.
didn't even use. I'm like, do I still have a camera around here? I'm sure I probably do. I had an
Somewhere,
underwater
right?
camera.
Oh, I used to have one of those too.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, and then like thinking back, like once you got your pictures, then you would like have to scan them in. Like
to put them
how many
online.
steps did we do to like put these pictures online? Insane.
But that's just what we did.
Yeah, kids had
'Cause
it
we
easy.
didn't-
Then we had to wait to get online because it would
Oh,
be
yeah.
dial up.
Yeah.
And then if someone needed the phone, we'd have to get off.
Yep. And then start all over again.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway. And then we aim to be more healthy, which is true.
Right.
But yeah. So anyway, that's a little rundown on our millennial backgrounds. So now we will talk about what you need as a millennial. So this might be a little different if you are Gen Z or a boomer.
I mean, if you're a boomer, just buy the balcony tickets.
Just pay a little extra for the better stuff. Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So we will talk about what you will need when you go to a concert. So what is your number one thing that you need when you go to a concert, Danielle?
Oh, my number one thing?
Like, what would you say that is most important?
Absolutely number one is my earplugs.
Yeah.
I have the Loop earplugs.
Mm.
I've had them for a year.
Are those the ones that like filter out everything else and then like
They do
make it easier to listen to the music part of it?
Yeah, there's multiple brands.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen Eargasm is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Loop is a big one, which is the one I have. I have the Loop Switch, so I can use it to drown out the noise, or I can use them for loud environments like concerts, or I can use them like at a restaurant, like if I want to be focused on the conversation, but it blurs out the background. I've used those at work.
How much were those, if you don't mind me asking?
I think
because like that would be good to know.
Those ones were I think 60, but the ones that are just they just do one thing, they're like 30 or $40.
Oh, that's not bad.
But it's way worth it over using those like orange scrunchy.
Yes,
earplugs.
I hate those.
Yeah, because those just dull it out. This actually lets you hear it, but
that's nice. Yeah,
it's not hard on your ears. Although, like when we were at the Dean Lewis show, I couldn't hear that the whole crowd was singing along with him.
Oh yeah, you were saying that. That's crazy.
But then when I went back and listened to the videos, I was like, how did I not hear that? But
that means they worked really well.
It filtered out that background so I could just hear.
That's nice.
Him.
That's nice. I might need to invest in some of those.
Yeah.
I think mine are just cheap. I got somewhere. I don't know what they are.
Do they work good though? Do they
filter? All right. I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't wear them at the last show.
I know. Well, it wasn't terrible.
And we were further back.
Yeah.
We weren't in front of any speakers or anything.
Yeah. But 100%, like, I feel like when we were younger, people would have gotten made fun of for wearing earplugs.
For sure.
Fuck that. Wear your earplugs. Otherwise, you won't be able to keep going to more shows.
Right. You want to be able to hear down the road.
Yes.
And I say that from experience because, like, I've been to plenty of shows where, like, it takes, like, days, literal days to get, like, my full hearing back.
Like when we went to the 10-year concert at the shop.
Yes. Literally. Literally.
You couldn't hear for days?
It was like a day or two before it came. Like I could hear, but like it was just like it sounded muffled. It was not good. Don't do that.
Probably one of the worst places to not have earplugs.
Yes, the grog shop for sure. Because it's so small that sound has nowhere to go. So it's just,
and it's loud as shit in there.
Yes. So yes, 100%. No matter what generation you are,
yes,
you need to wear your earplugs.
Yes,
totally.
But
agreed.
I would suggest Loop, but we're not sponsored, just so you know.
So that's not a genuine reaction to Loop.
Yes.
So yes, that's a good thing to know because I'm probably gonna get some myself.
What's your number one concert essential?
I'm gonna say probably the earplugs now as an adult. Those are pretty important to me, but I would say comfortable shoes. Comfortable and supportive shoes.
Yeah, that's my number 2.
Don't wear like heels or I don't know.
God.
Like, can you imagine? I feel like I did that when I was trying to go to like a random show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I was younger.
Yeah.
But no, wear comfortable shoes. If I don't care, I will wear my Brooks, which are running shoes, also not sponsored. 100% love those shoes.
Yeah.
I've had them too long and definitely need a new pair, but
a little worn.
They're just so comfortable.
You've worn sandals to shows before though.
I have.
And I'm like looking down and I'm like,
yeah.
Do her feet hurt? Because mine would hurt.
Yeah.
But maybe they're super comfy.
They're probably the ones I'm wearing today.
Probably.
So I have specific shoes that don't hurt my feet, and then there are some that I'm like, I wouldn't wear these to like
Stand
anywhere.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the ones that I always wear to concerts are going to be like ones that I know I can stand in for a decent amount of time.
Mhm.
Now, will
Yeah.
my feet hurt later? Probably.
Yeah.
They probably did for like the sandals, but yeah. So it just depends.
I feel like that's just our age too.
Yeah.
Like even if we wore like really really comfy slippers or something, our feet would probably still.
Right. They'd be like, these aren't good enough.
You just can't stand anymore. You're too old for that.
Oh my God. You can't do anything because a couple days ago, I apparently slept wrong and I woke up and my neck was like,
Oh, were you on the couch again?
actually, yeah, I did fall asleep on the couch. I definitely like was mid coloring a picture and I was just like,
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, why does my neck hurt?
Do you need a
Is
neck
it my
pillow?
fault?
You should
You need
just
one
put
of
it.
those.
Yeah, just put a neck pillow on in case you fall asleep. You
Mm.
won't be like this. You'll just be a little.
Yeah, I fell asleep on the couch last night. I woke up at 5 o'clock and I was like, children, we are going to go lay down in bed. And then I woke up at 7.
Did they desert you and go to bed without you? Or did
No,
they
they stayed on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star would have totally left me. She's done that before.
Yeah, Pumpkin will do that during the day. Like
Yeah.
she just gets bored and goes and lays in the room. I'm like, sorry,
Okay.
my bad. But no, Pepper stays with me usually.
Yeah.
She likes to be right next to me.
Attached to you.
Yeah. Pumpkin is just her own dog.
Yeah. I feel that. That's how
Sir.
Star is.
Her own thoughts on things. And she vocalizes them. Whatever. This is why I'd rather have dogs.
Right.
They're enough. But anyway, yeah, I would say comfortable shoes. Brooks are good. If I don't care as much, I'll wear like they're almost like, what's that brand of sandal? Birkenstock?
Yeah.
Looks like that. It's like
Yeah.
the shoes in the Barbie movie where the girl makes her choose between the Birkenstock sandals and a high heel. And she's like, which route do you want to go? And she's like, I want to do the heel. And she's like, no, you're doing this. This is natural life. This is adult human life is in the Birkenstock sandals.
I have to tell you something.
You still haven't seen it?
No. I watched it.
You watched it?
I watched it.
Did you hate it?
I didn't hate it. But I don't know if I'll ever watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, okay.
It's different. It's like
they went this direction. Like there could have been a million directions they went with
Yeah.
that movie. I'm like, this is an interesting direction that they went.
they did.
I didn't hate her as Barbie. I think she did a really good
She
job.
did a
as
good
Barbie.
job. Yeah.
I did love, of course, when Ken got the guitar out and that part. I'm like, oh, okay, I like this part. When they were like,
just destroying things over here. Oh my God, everything's fine.
when the Barbies were trying to take back their world, and confuse the Kens, and he pulls out the guitar. I did like that. I was like, oh, there's music. I like this.
This one thing. How do I get this to work? I think I'm broken. Oh my God. Next would be the crossbody bags, which you mentioned.
Yes, mine's a wolf pack, which is the same as my bag. But I like having everything right in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
makes it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People and their sticky fingers,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little harder for them to
just go in and grab it.
Yeah.
Agreed. I also use I have a crossbody bag and I love it. I use it as my purse regularly because I am one of those type of people that don't carry everything with me.
Yeah, and I carry everything in the kitchen sink with me.
Which works out perfectly.
There you go. Except for napkins. I don't have those in my bag.
Danielle carries all the necessities. I don't carry anything. But I people watch and I'm very aware of my surroundings.
Which I am not.
So we make a good team.
Yeah.
Good time.
I don't pay attention, but I have everything with me. You pay attention, don't have anything on you.
Right. It's all good. So between both of us, I think we could survive in
Unless somebody steals me. Because I'll have everything on me.
Oh yeah.
But I won't know that they're You notice it.
We just cannot. We have to have everything with us. But anyway. So yeah, next thing, I think is the Advil and Tylenol. That's very important.
Yes.
It's loud in there. I know I am sensitive to like loud things sometimes, so I'll get headaches. So
Especially when you sleep on the couch all awkward the night before and wake up like, oh.
Yep. Looking like a zombie or something.
You just need to get a neck pillow.
I think I just need to go to bed.
Or that too.
I do need a neck pillow. That would make things easier if I did.
Do you fall asleep easy?
No.
No.
But I think that calms me and like gets my brain out of that thinking. Like,
okay.
So then I'm just like coloring and then I just fall asleep.
Maybe once you start to get sleepy, you should be like, okay,
I think my problem is recently I have started like getting ready for bed and then sitting back down on the couch.
Oh, don't do that.
So I think if I get ready for bed, I could literally just bring my coloring stuff in the room, like my bedroom.
Yeah.
Things would get real crazy. Real crazy.
Coloring in the bedroom, huh?
Yes. I don't know if I said this already, but I definitely found a crayon in my bed once. I'm like, is this what my life came to?
Whoa.
I'm just like coloring and then I fall asleep and then I wake up and then like I'm like, I'm missing a crayon because I'm psychotic and know when I'm missing a crayon.
Yeah.
Why is it not in the spot? I think I have problems.
I wonder if it cut our phone conversation out. I hope not.
The phone conversation.
Yeah, about the size of our phones.
I think it did.
Darn it.
I know. Sad day.
You missed some inappropriate stuff with
yes.
the size of things in Kelsey's hands.
Yeah, because we were talking about how when I pay for my prescriptions, I'll use Apple Pay and I give them my phone. And every single person who's taken my phone has been like, your phone is so small. And then we had a conversation about how I need to get a bigger phone. And it is weird in your hand.
Kelsey doesn't like big things in her hands.
I don't. No. I like comfortable, smaller things in my hands. It's just more natural. Anyway. Yeah, so then you were talking about what else we needed after the Tylenol and Advil.
You need money for drinks and snacks if they have snacks.
Yes.
And
which most places only take card now. So as long as you have a card, you're fine.
But just, I know some people like spend all their money on the ticket to get in, but try to have
some cash.
Yeah.
Or some extra cash to.
And make sure you eat before you go.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Like even if it's something small, because like I've been at shows where like I really didn't eat much and then I'm like standing there and I'm like,
same with
I'm
hydrating.
gonna almost pass out.
Yeah. Same with hydrating. Make sure you drink a solid amount of water during the day.
Be like Kelsey, run to the bathroom 5 times.
True. Exactly. You know how
like
many times
staying hydrated.
Listen, I need to like one day like make a tally of how many times I go to the bathroom at work.
We could
at work. Because at work I am drinking usually between like a quarter of a gallon and 3/4 of a gallon of water.
You know what you should do? It's one day when you're working with like multiple kids, have them guess how many times you're going to go to the bathroom. Don't let them tell you what the number is so you don't know.
Yeah. Have them write it down.
Have them write it down and hide it in a bowl or an envelope or whatever. And then like who's ever closest wins.
I got to come up with a good prize. Yeah.
They can go to a show with us.
You get to go to a concert that you probably don't even want to go to, but you get to go. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Chipotle. Chipotle. Just buy them Chipotle.
What?
They win, buy them Chipotle.
Oh, I was like, are we just randomly saying restaurants right now? I was really confused for a moment. I'm like, I have not had any alcohol, and I'm like, what just happened? I literally felt like I was tripping. I was like, are we just naming Arby's?
Chick-fil-A.
No, Chipotle would be good. Honestly, if I just DoorDash them anything, they're fine with it.
Don't DoorDash it. It's so expensive.
But like, I have kids who are like, will you get us donuts? So like, I'll get them donuts. I'll just have a DoorDash to the store.
Can you be my boss? I want my boss to buy me food.
Listen, I have had to say no a few times recently because I'm like, I can't buy you guys food every time. Like, I'll do my best. I'll get you stuff when I can, but I can't every single time. But I'll get them whatever. I've gotten them Chipotle before. I've gotten them There was very specific stuff that they wanted.
Was it the Dax show
Is that where we
that you
met
had
there?
to order that
Yeah.
Chipotle before
Yeah, that
we
was
could
it.
leave?
Yeah.
Because we met at your work.
Yeah.
And you're like, hold on, I got to order them Chipotle.
Yeah.
And then you were like listening to their voice memos on what they
Yep.
wanted because
Yeah.
they couldn't just text you it.
Yep. Sounds right. It's very accurate to my life. Very accurate. So yeah, make sure you eat and drink beforehand. Also, probably drink some water while you're there, especially if it's a long show.
Yeah, don't get shit faced. We've talked about.
Oh
that
yeah,
before.
don't do that. That's a red flag for me.
If you want to drink, but like enjoy the show. Don't
like
get
if you're spending
smashed.
money, you're spending a bunch of money. And as someone who has been in the position where I have drank too much at a concert, it's so much more enjoyable when you
drink.
Drink. Right.
Quotation marks. Drink.
Quote. Yeah, it's so much better when you just don't. You can have one or two, whatever. Enjoy yourself, but like don't go overboard in whatever you're doing.
She's telling you this from experience.
Just don't.
So take her word.
Yeah,
for it.
please don't, or else you're just gonna be sitting there like freaking out the whole time. Anyway, don't learn from me.
Oh boy.
Or actually learn from me and don't do it yourself.
Yes.
It was not enjoyable. Anyway, what else we got?
Bring your phone. I know.
Yes.
So, but like, don't be one of those assholes that holds your phone up taking video the entire night.
Mm-hmm.
I try to get like just some good things of like my favorite stuff.
Yeah.
And then I try to put my phone away the rest of the time.
Yeah, don't sit on your phone the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
don't sit on Snapchat.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
No. It's like if you're going to go experience something, go experience it.
Right.
You
but
don't
make
need to
sure
have
you
it.
bring your phone because like I have to remind myself to pull my phone out to take
Yeah.
pictures and video. Because otherwise I just get so immersed
Yeah.
in the show.
Agree with
But
that.
then the next day I'm like, oh, I wish I had a video of
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I agree with that. That's true. I will say when we went to Cincinnati with it was like a couple weeks ago. And I was with a bunch of teenagers. We went
You
to
didn't steal them.
No, I did not steal them. This was all legal. We went to the Ohio State House, which is in Columbus. And then we also went to the Underground Railroad Museum, which was really interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really, really, and that's in Cincinnati because that's where, when slaves were trying to escape from, I think it's Kentucky, which is right next under it.
That makes sense.
They would cross the Ohio River to get over to Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
But we were there and we went on this like tour thing, and this guy was like talking to us, and like none of my kids went on their phone. Like this is like 60 people. 60 kids. They were all like, I'm like, you know what? I'm very impressed. Same with at the Ohio State House. Like they didn't take their phones out.
Really?
Like they would take a couple pictures every now and then, but like they weren't just on their phone.
They were actually listening.
I was like, thank you. You guys are giving me some hope for the future because everyone's on their phone all the time. So.
Yeah.
But yes, you can use your phone. Like we're not telling you what you can and can't do with your phone at a concert, but if you want to actually enjoy it, you need to be.
Yeah, it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
I would say make sure that you're enjoying the show, but make sure that you're taking pictures and videos so you have those memories too.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, and then eat food before you go. That was part of that one.
Yes.
Oh, those are basically my like essential must-haves.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
The only other thing I could say is if it's like a venue that you haven't gone to before, maybe like research the area so you like know where parking is.
Yeah, that's true.
Or like get an idea of wait times or
like when you should show up and
yeah,
agreed. But yeah, so hopefully these millennial concert essentials help you guys a little bit. You have anything else?
No, I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I think we covered a good chunk of things you need.
Yeah, I would say that's it.
Yeah. We'll let you know in the next episode if we come up with anything else. I feel like we covered a lot in this.
We did.
We talked a lot about being a millennial just in general. But hey, we hope you guys enjoyed it, and we hope that you can use some of our essentials as a game plan for your future concerts.
So if you've been at a show, I know you're trying to wrap this up.
No.
No?
Wait.
That sounded like a wrap up.
Oh, we can. Unless we have something else to do.
No, I was just going to ask you if you've ever been at a show and you've been like, oh crap, I wish I had blah, 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 blah.
Oh. Well, actually, no, I would say mine's probably I'm like being comfortable. So if I am not comfortable, then that's when I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah.
I can't focus on like why I'm actually there if I'm like not comfortable in my clothes or shoes or something.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think I went to at least one of our shows with my Chucks on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm never wearing my Chucks to a show ever again.
Yes. I love Chucks.
Right.
I love Converse, but like not good concert shoes.
No.
Sadly.
I wear mine in the daily, but I can't.
Mm-mm.
I can't just stand in them for hours.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Pool noodles. If you need to bring that with you.
Isn't that at the top of our list?
Yeah, why didn't we even
Number one, pool noodles.
Just in case.
We're never going to forget 4 Times Louder for that.
God, no.
They have a show coming up, too. I just saw it when we were looking for shows.
Where?
I think they're going to be at the Grog. Let me see if I can find it.
I would go to them again.
I would, too. We should take our pool noodles back and have them sign it.
That is a lovely idea. I like that a lot. Oh my God, that's so great.
The world's so broke, you don't even find random money on the ground anymore.
That's pretty accurate.
No. I haven't found money on the ground in a long time.
Right?
Who carries cash anymore, though?
That's true. That's probably a big part of it.
Oh, May 16th. They'll be at Mahal's.
Oh.
Friday.
Cool.
That's coming up. If you want to Steve M.
That's this Friday.
That's this coming Friday, yeah.
Oh. That could be an idea.
Mahal's is good. It's a good place for them.
It's a Friday night. Don't have to work the next day.
No. Their music's good.
This could be our next
I wonder if they're going to have pool noodles, though.
Did we get another one? We just have a collection of 4 Times Louder pool noodles. Nudes! Yeah! The nudes. Just a collection of nudes. But anyway. How about you? I forgot what the question was.
No, just the shoes that one time.
Yeah, the shoes.
I think I normally try to always bring stuff with me. If I ever didn't bring my earplugs with me, that would be an awful night.
Yeah. I would say yes to that as well. Probably if it was at like a smaller venue.
Right.
I feel like I can kind of get away with it in a bigger venue.
Yeah.
Like, because you could be farther away.
Yeah.
But if we were at like Mahal's or the Grog Shop, I'd be like, no.
Right. Oh, no.
Yeah, that 10 times, was it 10 times louder? No.
10 years.
10 years.
Times louder.
I'm just combining
we
everything.
Upgraded you from 10 times louder. 10 times louder.
Oh my
10
God.
years.
10 years. When we were at that show, I think that's the one that really made me get earplugs.
It was loud.
It was so
even
loud.
with the earplugs in.
Yeah. It was rough. I also don't know how well the like tech part of it ran that night, but I don't know.
Right.
I don't want to assume anything. That they did a bad job. I'm not saying that, but anyway. It was just a little loud, guys.
Just a little bit.
It was great. It was just a little loud. Because I feel like all the other shows we went to at the Grog Shop, they were loud, but not that loud.
Yeah, that was a hard rock kind of night, though.
True, it was a different kind of music.
Yeah. Yeah. I still think about that show because they didn't come back for an encore. That's the only show I've ever been to that they didn't come back out on.
They didn't.
No. And that might be their thing that they don't do encores, but it's just like, I don't know, crowd kind of expects.
Yeah, for the main person. main
Yeah.
group. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just
Weird.
weird.
Yeah. Good times though. All right.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you can think of?
No, but I'm gonna trying to convince you to get a bigger phone.
I'm good. I will use this until it dies.
Even this one's bigger. This is like Daddy Bear or Papa Bear, Mama
Mama Bear.
Bear,
And the little
Bear.
little baby child. It's okay. It works.
Is this too big for your hand?
This is better than that, but
Yeah.
still a little too wide. I like the width of it, I think.
I don't. Once you get on this,
I feel like I'm carrying a laptop in my pocket with that.
No,
It's so big.
no, it's not. Why is this popping up again? Oh, because I'm on our page.
What is it?
But look how much bigger. You can see them.
I feel like I can see fine on mine. Though. It doesn't have to be. I feel like I could go for a better camera. So that if I were to get a new phone, that would be why. Yeah.
Bigger phone equals better camera.
Truth. True. I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Here, we should take pictures of. It's a kid. My kids do it all the time. I wonder if I can do it. I'm gonna do this right now.
What the hell are you doing?
This is. You gotta look up. Look up. Look up.
Oh my goodness. I don't even have makeup on today.
Do you know how many pictures I have like that? My kids will take my phone and then take photos of.
Pictures?
Yeah.
Do they say, why is this phone so small?
Yes. Two. Like, this is a normal size of the phone. Okay.
Whoa.
I
This
can't.
is funny.
What?
It takes exactly 3 minutes and 18 seconds for the opening track, Look to the Windward from Sleep Tokens, Even in Arcadia, to sink its teeth in and never let go. I would say it probably took less than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not that this is totally not on our topic, but if anybody has listened to Sleep Token, I had heard of them, but I had never listened to their music before, and they just came out with a new album.
Yes. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah.
So Maddie from Senses did a cover of Caramel, which is beautiful.
It's
like,
really good.
I really hope
Yeah.
that
I
they
haven't heard.
record it and release it.
I feel like though they're really good at doing covers.
They are, because
They make it their own.
yeah,
which
she
is-
really did.
Yeah.
Because if you go to listen to Sleep Token's version of that,
Totally.
it's totally different than
Yeah.
the one she did.
Yeah.
But I like both of them.
Yes.
I'll
have to listen to the original.
But yeah. So I heard that song and I was like, oh, I might like their music. And then I looked at their page. I'm like, oh, maybe not. This might be a little too metal for me. But their music's really, really good.
Yes.
And I think they might be coming to town.
Oh, yeah?
That would be good for people watching.
Yes.
Not that we do that at shows.
There's also Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, that would
be another good people watching show. This is how I feel with people in their Stanleys.
Oh, people. I'm offended. I have 2 Stanleys.
All of my kids at work have them, and I'm like, why? They're so big.
Mine are named.
I know.
I have 2 of them. I have my green one, and then I don't know, it's like beige.
I actually love
white.
that you name them.
So my green one's name is Stan, and then the other one is Lee.
It's so good. I love it.
I have contemplated getting a different kind of cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one, like, if you tip it, it'll come pouring out of the top.
Yes.
And they make those ones now that don't leak, which is pretty good when you're not,
good. Yes.
graceful with movement.
Like, this was Christmas Eve. They took my phone. Like, what? Why? Like, why is this a thing?
That's funny.
Oh, Lord. But anyway, yes.
Oh,
Doggy dreams are my favorite. They just like bark and run after things.
She's done that a lot more in the last few months, and
Then you're like, are they like having a nightmare? Like, it's so sad.
right, like she's woken me up with her
Oh,
barking in her sleep.
one time I got woken up by Pumpkin, and she just straight up was like howling. She was like, oh. I was like, what is happening right now? What is going on?
Did she breathe in deep before she did
No,
that?
that's Pepper.
Oh, okay.
That was all today with the windows open. She kept hearing something. She'd be like, why is that necessary? It's not necessary. You could just bark like a normal dog. Not the before you bark. Like, very unnecessary, Pepper.
Whoa.
Children.
Oh, God.
Good times, good times. Anything else you can think of?
No, this was kind of a
Random.
mix all of,
Yeah. A little bit of everything.
I don't know. Maybe our just bullshitting episodes might be good.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this bullshitting episode. We talked about a lot. A lot of random things.
People do that, though, with their podcasts.
True. As millennials, we would know that.
Yes.
Because we love podcasts. As we learned today.
It's one of our top 10 traits.
Yep. Look at us go. But anyway, anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. We will see you next time.
See you next time.
Peace out. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Come back for more awkward millennial concert adventures. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Post Concert High. Be on the lookout for future episodes on YouTube.